There are accusations that Nintendo is actively killing the development of Switch 2 games, so let's talk about it. The Switch 2 has been a runaway success. Even though the console is incredibly expensive, there have been millions of units sold ever since its launch. But something that everybody has noticed is that there's not a lot of Switch 2 games coming out, whether it's first-party or third-party games. Well, during Gamescom, some developers did interviews where they let people know why this is happening, and it's Nintendo's fault. So according to these developers, the reason there's a lot of Switch 1 games that are not getting Switch 2 versions is because Nintendo just isn't sending out development kits to these companies. They go on to explain that they've requested Switch 2 development kits and Nintendo's just refusing to give it to them. And they go on to say that Nintendo's told them they're not getting a development kit and instead just make a Switch 1 game and they'll just rely on the backwards compatibility for it to work on the Switch 2. There are even some questions as to why developers are getting kits when their game don't require to be tested against the Switch 2 hardware, because they're using retro-style pixel art, so it's not really going to push the hardware. There were even whispers that some AAA developers were even offended when they saw that they hadn't gotten a development kit, yet they announced Chillin' by the Fire, which is basically the crappiest webcam game ever, because Nintendo just wants to push that they have web chat available now. But they fully admit that they have no idea why Nintendo's done this. Developers are excited to be able to develop for this new hardware, and Nintendo's limiting them, which means we're just getting crappy versions of games when we could be getting more modern versions of the games. And they also finish off by saying that hopefully in a year or two, everybody that wants a development kit will have one, and this will just be a blip in history where Nintendo made some really weird decisions at a really weird time.